Greetings to all. Welcome to Future Officers Academy. Today we are going to see daily current affairs of 13th June. Today we are going to discuss the topics of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, nitrous oxide emissions, national litigation policy. Now we'll have detailed analysis of these three topics. Our first topic is about non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. It is also called as NAFLD. So this NAFLD is a term for a range of condition caused by buildup of fat in the liver. This buildup of fat is not caused by heavy alcohol use. When heavy alcohol use causes fat to build up in the liver, this condition is called alcohol associated liver disease. There are two types of NAFLD. They are NAFL and NASH. NASH. This NAFL is as non-alcoholic fatty liver. This NASH is non-alcoholic steatohepatitis. So these are these two types of NAFLD. Here, people typically develop one type of NAFLD or the other, although sometimes people with one form and later diagnosed with the other form of NAFLD. Here, this NAFL is a form of NAFLD in which you have fat in your liver but little or no inflammation in liver damage. It is typically does not progress to cause liver damage or complications, but it can cause pain from enlargement of the liver. This NASH is the form of NAFLD in which you have inflammation of the liver and liver damage in addition to fat in your liver. This inflammation and liver damage of it can cause fibrosis or scarring of the liver. It may lead to cirrhosis in which the liver is scattered and permanently damaged. Cirrhosis can lead to liver cancer. Now, who is more likely to develop this NAFLD? It is common in people who have certain diseases and conditions including obesity and conditions that may be related to obesity such as to diabetes. It can affect people of any age including the children. Now, what are all the treatments can be provided for this? There is currently no specific medication for this disease. Doctors recommend weight loss to treatment of NAFLD. Weight loss can reduce fat, inflammation and fibrosis in the liver. Also, treatment may also be recommended for associated conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes and cholesterol or other complications. So that's all from this topic. Our next topic is nitrous oxide emission, that is N2O. Now, nitrous oxide, commonly known as a laughing gas or happy gas, is a colorless, odorless, and non-flammable gas. While nitrous oxide is not flammable, it will support combustion to the same extent as oxygen. It leads to the state of euphoria, explaining the nickname laughing gas. It is soluble in water. Its vapors are heavier than air. Now, what are the applications of this? It is commonly used by dentists and medical professionals to sedate patients undergoing minor medical procedures. The gas is also used as a propellant in food aerosols. It is used the automotive industry to enhance engine performance. Now, what are the report says about this? Nitrous oxide is the third most significant greenhouse gas after the carbon dioxide and methane, and it is 273 times more potent than CO2 over 100 years. The increase in greenhouse gases has already raised the Earth's average surface temperature by 1.15 degree Celsius compared to 1850 to 1900 average. Anthropogenic centric nitric oxide emissions contribute to about 0.1 degree of this warning. Here, nitrous oxide emissions grew by 40% between 1980s to 2020, with the China being the largest emitter, followed by India and the USA. The top 10 emitters of this is China, India, the US, Brazil, Russia, Pakistan, Australia, Indonesia, Turkey, and Canada. The biggest human source of N2O are agriculture, industry, and the burning forest or agricultural waste. Nearly 74% of nitrous oxide emissions over the last decade originate from the agricultural practices, specifically the use of nitrogen fertilizers and animal manure. In 2020, the concentration of nitrous oxide in the atmosphere reached 336 parts per billion, 25% is higher than 1850s to 1900, significantly surpassing the predictions of Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. That's all from this topic. Our next topic is about national litigation policy. Recently, nearly 50 million legal cases are pending at various levels of the judiciary across the country, and the government is the country's leading litigator. For example, the government is responsible for 73% of all cases admitted by the Supreme Court. The national litigation policy was launched in the year 2010 to make the government more responsibly litigant. However, the policy was not implemented. In 2015, the NDA government revived the plan and replied to Lok Sabha, and then Law Minister in 2021 said the policy was under consideration. The long pending policy had been a part of BJP's 2024 Lok Sabha election manifesto, and it has been first action after taking charge of office. The policy was approved by the Union Law Minister recently. It is based on the recognition that the government and its various agencies are predominant litigation in courts and tribunals in the country. Its aims is to transform the government into an efficient and responsible litigate. Efficient litigate means a litigate who is represented by competent and sensitive legal persons, focus on core issues involved in the litigation and address them squarely, manage and conduct litigation in a cohesive, coordinated, and time-bound manner, ensure that good cases are won and bad cases are not unnecessarily pursued. Now, what are the responsible litigate means? The false appeals and technical points will not be taken and shall be discouraged, ensuring that the correct facts and the relevant documents will be placed before the court, that nothing will be concealed from the court, and there will be no attempt to mislead any court of tribunal. Also, prioritization in litigation has to be achieved with a particular emphasis on welfare litigation, social reform, and weaker sessions. The policy suggests that the pending cases with the government as party to be reviewed on priority basis to enable quick disposal. It also proposed a monitoring and review mechanism to sensitize government in important cases and avoid delay and neglect of the same. Now, what are the significance of this national litigation policy? The purpose underlying this policy is to reduce government litigation in courts so that valuable court time would be spent in resolving other pending cases. This will be help the judiciary to achieve the goal and national mission for justice, delivery, and legal reforms to reduce average pendency time from 15 years to 3 years. The policy recognizes the fact that it is the responsibility of the government to protect the rights of citizens, to respect fundamental rights, and to those in charge of conduct of government litigation should never forget their basic principle. So that's all from our today's topics. To read this document, you can visit our website. Our website link have been provided in the description. To get more daily current affairs videos, follow YouTube channel, also our Telegram channel. Thank you.